So I decided that I did want a few stars in the sky. So what I'm going to do is I'm grabbing my number 3 round, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of white, just a little bit. And I'm going to come in here and just every so often put a couple of little stars. Not many, just a hint of a few. And it'll come right in there. So, we may have one in our tree here, and we may put one along in here. And that's my stars. So this is dry. I'm going to take my number 3 brush. I have some dark brown, and I'm just going to use a little bit of paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here about where I think that belt line would be. And I'm just dividing it because I'm just seeing. I may come back with it just being blue. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Alright, I want to very little paint on my paintbrush. I'm going to come under this and I think I still have too much. I'm going to come up in here with a little brown, and I'm just going to kind of rub it in because this is going to be some shadowing here. So I'm just coming in with some black, some darker colors, but I'm coming in with brown. Alright, again, I just got a little brown on me, and I'm just coming under here and I'm just rubbing in where the shadow of the, and then right here I'm coming under here for her. Just giving a little shadow where it needs it. So right under where that board is at would be a shadow. Right under her dress would be a shadow. Right where his pants line would probably be a little shadow. I'm just coming, divide that, just kind of, there we go. There with that shoe, we're just putting some shadows in. We're going to come back under here with a little shadow under the bench here. Scribbling that in so that even though you're not knowing right now where he starts and she ends, but they're there together. And I'm just going to give her some dark on her arm. Just giving us a little shadow under the things. And also I think we would have a little bit right here. I'm just going to put a little bit of brown under his collar. And of course we're going to do his hair, but it's, and probably on his neckline. So let's go ahead and get a little bit, well, he was dark under there from the sun anyway. Whoops, that's too much. And just put a little of this in so we can just kind of, where we think where the hairline is, I can just come up a little bit because I am going to be putting him some skin color on, but he's going to have dark hair. So I think we'll grab some black, and I'm not even cleaning my brush. I'm just going to come in and grab a little bit of this black, and I'm just going to come down, go, the hairline hat's going to be right there, I think. And I'm just coming down with hair. we'll put more detail in there, but right now we're just getting it black. Just kind of got that a little zigzag yet. It didn't have to be perfect because we do have that brown underneath. Now we're just going to come down. So I got to make some decisions. I know we darkened this, but we're also, her hair would come on down. So we're just going to go ahead and just kind of fill in where we want her hair to go. And just start bringing in that black. And I think I'm going to let the hair fall over the bench, because with long hair, when you sit on something like that, it pulls it, it hurts. That's why I wear my hair up so much. Now you know me, I'm going to have a little poof up in here, so we're just going to bring a few hairs. We're not going to have that flat, because I don't do flat. I don't like flat hair. But we'll work on that as we come back in. I'm just getting it dark now where we want our hair to be. And I do see some chalk marks. That's no big deal. We can get rid of those. This is just basic, just getting some color down. I would rather have put this under here, not knowing exactly where I was going to put the hair, than have to come back and put it back in. I mean, that would have been no problem, but still. Okay, I'm just going to come back in here. Get it going. And we can, once I get that, her colors down on her clothes, we can decide exactly where we want the hair to come out at. But this is just giving us a basic idea of where her hair is going to come down to. I've got my number 3 brush again. I don't know if I told you that, but I'm working with my number 3 brush. I'm going to grab some Phthalo Blue and come down here and start filling in and see if that's going to be too bright. So what I'm going to do is just mix a little bit of black with this Phthalo Blue and see if I can get a darker blue than what that is. Well, that's too black. So let's just grab some of this Phthalo Blue and see what we can come. Because I do want it darker, I don't want it lighter. I'm going to grab a little bit of black and just come on the edges right here to give it a little more shadowing. Come there a little bit. So I'm liking them colors. I'm going to pick up a little more blue on my brush, and I'm going to come around here and fix him here. So that way her dress, we'll fix her dress over him, and so if she ends up going over him, that's fine. Okay. Just gonna grab some blue, and with the black, the Phthalo Blue, and the black is a little bit of black in it. And I'm just kind of coming over that brown a little bit so that, you know, it's under there. It's a little darker there. I mean, it's hard to tell because it is a dark color, but that's okay. Just covering up his legs. And then again, we're going to do this other side. If we need to make this a little wider, we can. Alright, I'm going to grab a little more of that black in there with that. Well, I'll have to tell you, I'm kind of happy with it because when I kept drawing it on the paper, I kept looking at it and thinking, that's horse legs. But actually, when you start putting the blue in there with it, it was it turned out pretty good. I'm going to grab some more of this black, just the black on, and I'm going to come up under, and I don't want to be vulgar, but I'm going to go to his bottom, and I'm just going to kind of outline a little bit. So there we go, just to give it a little make it look like it's something there that's not. It makes it look like a bottom is what it does. And so I'm going to put a little bit of black in here to try to give it just a little shadows of some movement of his leg. And you know what? I just bumped out his leg just a little bit with that black, and I really do like that because it's giving it, I don't want to go too much. I'm going to have to come back over now a little bit. But that's just giving it, making it look like it's a little more leg. And let's see, there we go. I brought it in because it didn't, it grew. But there we go. Now, the shoes. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to just wipe my brush off on my dirty paper towel, which is always, I think just one wipe and I'm always have a dirty paper towel. But I think I'm going to grab some brown and some black on this and just see how the shoes do. Okay. Okay, so it's and we've got grass. That's the good thing about it. We have grass, a little bit of black and a little bit of brown. I'm going to do this side too. We have grass we can cover up with. All right, his hat. I think I'm going to get some more of this phthalo blue and black, and I think I'm going to do his the darkness of it. So I'm going to come around and try to do this without put a little spot right there so that we'll know to work from. That's the area we want to work from. I've just got a little bit of the black, and what I want to do is just come down. Oops, I got too much black on me this time, so well, I'm going to bring that black down. I'm going to bring one over here, and then we'll have one just kind of angling right here. And that's, now we'll bring that blue in. This gives us a way to the hat would flow is what I'm trying to do. Let's get that hat flowing. Alright, just a little more black and blue. And I'm just going to come in on this side. And I think I got to go over a little bit because I think that's not just chalk. I think that is some paint over there. Okay, and then we're just going to come back in here. Okay, I do want to come in here with some black, just some black, and just give us some little, define those little lines that I was talking about. Just the little grooves in the hat. And then I want a little more black because I didn't. There we go. And I don't want to make the hat grow. I had some warm gray and a which is a tan, and some burnt sienna, and I'm just going to try this on her right here, because this is all I need to do is just kind of fill her in right here. It's a little too dark, so I think what I'll do is add a little white to it. Let's just go back in here and see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's just my arm. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit more of I've got the tan, which was the warm gray. So if you're buying it at Hobby Lobby, you know it's a warm gray. I've got the burnt sienna and a white. That's what I mixed for her. So I put a little more burnt sienna in there. Had working man skin. All right, so I think I'm going to wipe that off a little bit and just pick up a little bit of this that I've made, and I'm just going to come in here and do his ears. Wow, that almost looks pink. This one. Okay. Good thing is I don't really have to worry about I'm going to grab some more of this. Almost looks brown skinned, doesn't he? But she did. Alright, so I think because I'm going to come right down here to the arm, and I'm going to just come in with this. Now I have to tell you, I do need to put some brown in that because he was very hairy. Alright, so there we have our shadows with that as well. So 16/20 liner brush, and I'm going to grab some more. I don't like that color, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think I'm going to add a little more white to it. Let's see. That's not quite as pink looking. Maybe it's my imagination. And I'm going to fix that because I just touched his hair with it. Alright. Okay, let's go under here and get around his neckline. And that does not have to be perfectly straight. And then we're just going to come in, and I'm just kind of tapping it in place with my paintbrush, because we are going to be coming back and doing some more stuff to his hair, so just gonna come in here, and I'm gonna come in there, and then I can always go back in there and fix that. So I think what I'm going to do is just grab this a little more white on with my brush, make that a little lighter if I can back as my skin showing here, and then we'll come back with a little line of brown under there, because that's what I would have done. Oh, my feet. I don't wear shoes, I wear sandals. Pretty wear year round. And when she's got one fat foot compared to one white skinny foot, so let's just give her a little. And I'm just going up in there. We can come back over there with the dress. I just wanted to see. So I'm going to just, with dirty brush. I'm just going to wipe it off, and I'm going to pick up some of that brown, and I'm just going to go into here and give her one little line, look like a little flip-flop. See, that's her shoes, because that's what I would have had, was just some little flip-flops. Well, I didn't wear flip-flops, I wore sandals, but that's